some more to say hello, everybody, and welcome back to John Talks to Lamb and Lamb Talks John. I am John, and that over there is none other than it is he.
It is he, the I.
We're back. Part 2. We did record partially an episode earlier today, which we'll release. It's probably our shortest one, but it is what it is. Life happens.
Life be lifing.
Yeah. We improvise, we adapt, and we overcome. There's been a lot of life going on recently.
There's been a lot of life going on.
I tell you what.
And if you tune into the last episode, you'll know that we only got into the last 2 days of John's life. Or the first 2 days of John's crazy, wacky adventures.
Yeah, because I just got back from New Mexico, and I was kind of telling y'all all about me running and being awesome and fit and just the coolest person to ever exist. Because I am, and the world is just going to have to accept that.
Yeah, every single person on the planet, John is the best.
I am, and according to the 6 people that I'm actively dating right now, yeah, I'm pretty awesome.
Hey,
we're
not going to just skip over that.
Whoa, which part? Me being awesome?
No.
My 6 active partners.
6 really, it's only active partners.
It's really only 3 active partners, and 6 kind of cool people in total that I'm interested in.
I see. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's wild.
See, I never thought I'd be in the position that I'm in. All right. I distinctly remember in high school having 2 potential sweethearts that I completely missed every single sign for. And then another one in college that I completely missed the sign for.
Was it me?
And no, it was not you. There's a reason we're still together, and that's because there have been no signs. If there were signs, I missed them too, because I missed every sign until about a month ago when I went, you know what? I'm gonna start looking for the signs and trying to reciprocate the signs.
Fair enough.
And that led me to being in a very kind of spider web of relationship that is difficult to parse sometimes. Because there's a lot of conflicting forces, and I do want to say this: I'm keeping it all above board. Everybody knows about each other.
That's good. That's already better than a lot of people.
I mean, it's a blessing and a curse because, for example, one of them, 4 of them knew about each other and are actually kind of friends. At least as far as I'm aware, they're friends. I'm not the only one connecting all of us right now. They are all very cool and chill together, and we have hung out as a group, despite the fact that I'm involved with all of them. And then when the 5th person that I was, I try to kind of keep it this vague because I could chat about this for a long time, I think. But when the 5th person found out about the other 4, she got a little, I think she panicked a little bit because she's kind of older. I guess I could say that she's in her early 40s, and the rest of them are in their 20s, right?
Are you sure we can talk about this on air?
I don't really know.
Like with everything, you just have to make sure you remember who's listening.
Hey, I am not planning on saying anything that I wouldn't say to people in my life. Yeah. Like I said, I'm dating everybody. I'm 30, right? I'm close enough to 30, right? Which means I figure I can go probably 10 years up. 10 years down's a little bit weird because that would make them 20, and I don't really want to do that. I figure I can safely go 10 years up, 5 years down-ish, Easily. And I think we'd make a very nice connection because I think we'll be at the very similar places in our lives. But I think that this person that is older found out about the younger ones and then kind of maybe got a little self-conscious. Which is, I can understand it, being older is, it feels bad to say that seeing the competition is the wrong, this is an insensitive way to put it. But I am super into some of these people. I'm more into some of them than I am into others. I guess I'll just put it that way because I don't know, I just vibe with them really, really well, and I like them a whole lot, and I think they're super cool. But I'm not saying no to anybody because, they could still, anybody I know could end up being the person, right? I have described on here before, right? People need to go through 6. What are you smirking about?
I'm not. I'm just listening.
According to the math, the average human goes through, I think it was 3 to 9 partners or something like that before they find the right one that they settle down for long term.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually when people say that, it's not all at the same time.
I'm doing 6 at once. That way I get all of it out of the way and I can, one of them's got to be it, right? Mathematically, maybe? One of these 6 is
mathematically, though, do they take into consideration time frame?
I didn't read that far into the article. All I did was read the headline. That's the problem.
You read the... You know, usually when somebody has an article, the headline is just the tagline, the hook, for you to read the rest of it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no.
So no. You're basing your research on a title and not the article itself.
I mean, it's been a year or 2 since I read that, whatever.
Got it. So you're basing it on old information
that I don't really remember that well.
Oh my God.
Look, all I'm saying is you can Google this and it's a real thing. And I am, I'm just playing the law of the average at this point. And yeah, I'm watching the race. I'm watching the horses run, and I'm seeing which ones I like and which ones I'm like, all right, maybe these aren't too serious, right? And I'll just back it off from there. And then, hopefully by the end of this, I have some good friendships, have some nice relationships, some good memories to think back on. And I just really hope that I don't hurt anybody as much as I hurt myself. That sounds kind of weird to say, but
you don't know. Say it again. Say it out loud. Say it again out loud. And just think of what you just said.
I don't want to hurt other people as much as I would rather take the hurt for other people, right?
That's not healthy.
I've never had. What do you mean that's not healthy?
That's not healthy.
I've never had to break up with anybody before. Okay. If I have to, I'm 6 people, right? I'm going to have to break up with one of them eventually. I don't know when that is. I had a very long conversation on the car. There was a 10-hour car ride back from New Mexico yesterday. I had a very long conversation about what I do about certain people in my life right now who I feel like I maybe need to back off a little bit from, because I feel like I've only known them for a month, and they're getting a little bit possessive, might be the right word to say it. And I'm like, I don't really know if I vibe. I have a lovely time with these people, right? Like, oh God, I'd be mortified if this gets back to the person that it actually is about.
Hence why I said maybe you shouldn't. You should watch what you're saying.
Yeah,
you know what? Go off.
There's no way they know about this. It's fine. It's fine. Look, I am a drama machine.
Oh, I know. But we need to go back to a couple episodes ago.
Why would happened a couple episodes ago?
Somebody talked about family drama.
Oh, yeah.
We forgot about that, huh?
Yeah, well, it's working out just fine for me. And I really, that's all that really matters is me. I'm the only important thing in the universe.
You are awful. You are terrible.
Oh, goodness. At any rate, yeah. I mean, I don't even remember how I got onto this topic, but I'm just looking back at my calendar.
You just went full sin into it.
I'm looking back at my calendar trying to figure out what I can talk about. And New Mexico was the week before that, was this last week. Prior to that, I have gone out on the town 6 out of 7 days every single week for the past month. It's kind of tiring, but it's very fun. It's very exciting. I'm having a lovely time. Like last weekend, I went to a wedding and we had a very lovely time. It was a Billy Idol themed wedding.
Oh, okay, so, that's cool.
Particularly the like White Wedding song, which I'm not really familiar with, but I do like Billy Idol. I just haven't really heard that particular song of his maybe more than once. But everybody was like dressed up real punk rock, black and white, like leather, and it was super cool. And it was just like in somebody's backyard at their house in Austin.
That's cool.
It was totally cool. There was food. There was an open bar. There was a hot tub. Cool stuff. Yeah. I had a very lovely time that night, and then came home and drove to New Mexico the next morning. I think I got home at like 2, and we left at 8. No, yeah, it was like 9:30, so I got like 5 hours of sleep, and then we took off for a 10-hour drive. But that was just the past couple of days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I only got invited to this wedding because, like, one of the people that I'm involved with, got an invite to the wedding and was like, I have a +1. Do I want to come with? And I went, well, sure. Why not? That sounds like a ton of fun. And then it was. And I keep saying yes to these opportunities because I'm not saying no. The door is going to open. All right.
Mm-hmm.
People keep opening doors for me. I'm not going to go like, excuse me, I don't want to go through that door. I don't really know what's on the other side of half of these, but I'm going to keep going through them until I get sucker punched or something. I don't know.
Hey, that's one way to live life.
Yeah.
Live dangerously, live fearlessly.
One of these doors is going to have, it's going to be like a false floor, and it's going to go down to a bunch of crocodiles. And I'm going to get Peter Panned.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be great. Like this weekend, I have 2 parties to go to. One tonight after we finish recording and editing and posting this, I have to get ready for a party. And then tomorrow I'm going to get coffee with some friends. And then we're going to meet some other friends that I don't know, but apparently want to meet me. And then I'm going to another party Sunday night. And then it's back to the week. It's back to a normal week again, kind of. Except that I'm going on a date on Monday.
With me, or? I'm going to do this every time. I hope you know that.
It's a long time. There's a long way to drive. It's a long way to drive. Gracious. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm kind of living life fast. I'm living life one day at a time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Watch the sunrise, watch the sunset, get a little bit too drunk, work a little bit too hard, run a few too many miles, and then when my body explodes...
Hey, at least you live, right?
Yeah, I will have the summer to remember. Actually, I kind of think I'm going to try. I mean, long-term goal, I'd like to try and have it be 29. Like my entire 29 be awesome and just like the wildest year of my life. Try and compress all of my 20s into 1 year.
Are you 29 or are you 28?
I'm 28. Yeah, I'm 29. Yeah. No, yeah, because I was 28 last year.
That's right, because I'm turning 28 this year.
Yeah.
Dang, so if this is just a glimpse into what 28 looks like for me, then I guess I should start getting prepared.
Hey, all I can tell you is you get out there on the town and people like you. I mean, yeah, it helps to be awesome, funny, smart, hot.
Well, I'm all those things. I just don't know how to show it.
Well, you show it by getting out there. You get a little bit skimpier clothing, you know? Show off the guns. Get some tank tops. Some white beaters.
Tank tops. I do wear tank tops. Last we went for Chanel's birthday when we went off to the out to the bars. I was wearing a tank top. They almost didn't let me in one of the bars because apparently it's dress code.
Oh,
well, I wasn't wearing. I was wearing this.
That seems like that's discrimination right there.
I was wearing this. This was also shortly after the whole thing with Jacob and the arm wrestling. So I was like, I got to show off my arms.
Oh, naturally, yeah.
But continue.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, you just get out there on the town. You know, be bubbly, be a personality that people like, and apparently that just draws people to you naturally. Though I can tell you, it draws seemingly very specific people naturally, at least to me, because I haven't really approached any. I've approached like 2 people. Everybody else has been approaching me, and it's terrifying. I'm not. I was so not ready for that level. I mean, I'm pretty sure I told you that part of one of the panic attacks I had was over stimulation. I guess. You know, I had too much attention that I wasn't ready for. And it ended up making me like spiral like hell, going, okay, maybe we jumped too deep. Maybe we should go back to hiding in our room.
And then you said,
yeah, eventually kind of rationalized my way out of it. But I didn't rationalize my way out of anything. I had a jalapeno that broke me out of it.
That's right. I remember that.
Yep. That was not a fun night. I've been trying to journal more often because I've actually found that it really, really helps.
It does.
Like, you know, parse through my own thoughts. Because for the longest time, what I would write would be D&D stuff. It'd be over Anio. It'd be over, which that is like a side tabled project right now for my social life to take over.
Yeah.
But like I used to just write that stuff, and then my thoughts were just my thoughts. But now I'm like, all right, I have too many thoughts to deal with. I have to like write these things down before I forget them. And stuff like writing up my memories of a certain thing that I did, right? Like the wedding. I haven't written up anything about that yet, but I want to. Like I want to journal down the events of what happened so that I can refer back to it. Like this a couple of weeks ago, I went thrifting with some friends. Like I've never had maybe I should describe it like this. I've had friend groups in my life, right? Like quite a few. I don't know if that's a humble brag or what, but I tend to make friends very easily. I have just that kind of personality. And but for most of my life, I've had just male friends. I have only had a few women that I've considered loosely as friends, but since going out of the town and like meeting people and meeting these groups and going to have lunch with them and dinner and going to parties and just all of this stuff, I like actually have a female friend group that I'm in with now that legitimately unironically invited me out to the mall to go shopping for clothes. And I went, oh my God, this is the greatest thing of all time. Because I've had the same wardrobe for
you need
10 years, 20 years.
And half those clothes you can't even fit no more.
Exactly. I've been slowly downsizing over the course of 2 years, 3 years now, to getting like every time I get a new shirt, right? Like, oh, cool, this one's like a medium, right? Get rid of one of my like 2XL or XL shirts. And now I think I might have just gotten rid of my last one yesterday because I was just having this conversation with my mom. And I was like, I don't know why I keep on to this shirt. I can't even wear this. I just like having it because I'm emotionally invested in this shirt. And she was like, I'll take it and I'll handle it for you. And I went, cool, thank you. Here. And I gave her the shirt and I hope I never see it again. Because now I have some smaller shirts that I really like. I got some cool new pairs of jeans that I think are much more stylish than regular jeans. Because I do kind of dog on my own. I wear a t-shirt and jeans.
That's your thing.
I like jeans. I do like jeans, and I think these are really cool. They're one's a really cool color, and it's got some like accessories on it, like that aren't really necessary to be there. It's kind of difficult to describe, but there's just like a tassel on one of them, and I'm like, this is such a cool like why. I was trying to figure out why it was there. And then eventually we discovered that it was just like, there's no reason for it to be there other than it swishes when you walk. And I went, fire. What a great choice.
It functions the way it needs to.
Exactly. Yeah. And then the other one that I got is just like, it's just like a pair of jeans with a bunch of pockets on it. And I went, that's kind of a cool aesthetic. And I like pockets. So most of them were empty. I keep my ID and my credit card in one and then like my keys on the other, and I'm pretty much done. So I'm getting more fashionable. I'm expanding my friend groups. Going to parties. I mean, it's hard to recap what I've been doing in the last 4 weeks because a lot of it's just been chatting with people. And there's I mean, I don't know how much I can really say because I don't want this to get back to certain people. But I've had such a problem with one particular. It's not. I say it's a problem, but I guess I could probably say this. This is weirdly vulnerable. All right.
Okay.
We're okay. I'm okay
locked in.
Vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
I met this girl named Amethyst. All right. She's a geologist.
That's
so
cool.
Why the hell not?
It's perfect.
Right? Yeah. I don't know if that's her legal name or if she changed it to that or what. But the first time that I interacted with her was very kind of just nonchalant. Like we were both like first timers to this meetup that we were going to, and we got introduced to the person that was hosting the meetup by a mutual friend. And, we were kind of just talking with this guy together and then, like went and split our separate ways, and it was like totally cool. And I was instantly sort of like, oh, this is like a really cool person because she had like a black cowboy hat on and like kind of Western gear, so she stood out for the crowd already, right? And so we kind of went our like separate ways, and I got introduced to a couple of other people, and as far as I know, she got introduced to some other people as well. But eventually I'm like sat at this table talking with somebody, and Amethyst like comes over to the table and sits down and is like, hey, I don't really know who to talk to. Do you want to chat? And I was like, yeah, totally. And so we got to talking, and that's how I found out a lot of information about her, right? Like her geology-ness, which is really cool. I loved studying geology in college. It was one of my favorite classes that I took once and went, this is so fascinating. What a cool concept. And then never thought about it again. Right. But so she started talking about that. And then the more that I think we've run into each other maybe 4 or 5 times now. And each time we discover that we are more and more the same person, kind of removed by like 5 years. Like we were both in the Scouts. She's an Eagle Scout. I'm a Life Scout. That's like one step below Eagle Scout, right?
Nice.
We both swam competitively in high school. She plays the cello. I used to play the violin. Oh gosh, what else? When I went to Big Bend about a month prior, she also went on a solo backpacking camping trip to somewhere else, right? She's like 25.
So you're just like right behind her.
That's what I'm saying.
That's wild.
Yeah. Well, she's like she is like 4 years younger than me, right? So she's sort of still in, or maybe I forget. It's 23 to 25. I think she's somewhere in that range, right? So she's a couple of years younger than me. She does like metalworking. So she like made her own.
That's sick.
Jewelry and stuff. So yeah, I'm just like, this was just stuff that I learned about her kind of on the first 2 times that I met her, and then after the second time, like the first time I met her, we chatted on our own. The second time, it was in kind of a group setting with some of my other friends. And afterwards, these 2 friends started asking me kind of like what my deal was with her. Because I don't know, like they were picking up on some vibes or something, and I went, I don't know. I think she's really cool. And every time I talk to her, she just starts talking about the craziest stuff. And just it's so easy to like make her ramble about things. Because she gets super into it and like hyped up about it. So like I ask a question about, I don't know what in the world we were talking about. There was a trail up in New Mexico that she's like, you should go to this, because she had also been to New Mexico to study a canyon that had formed through, because she studied. It was an iceberg that had melted and had formed a canyon or something like that.
That's
she
cool.
was telling me about. Right, this is like a 30-minute conversation that all I could do is sit there and go like, "Oh my God, you are the coolest person I've ever met in my life. I could listen to you talk forever, basically. This is so cool." And I'm just like asking her questions about this stuff and trying not to freak out internally. And then afterwards, like my friends started asking me like, so like, what's your deal with her? And I went, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sure what you mean. What is my deal? And they're like, this made me cry when they said this, because they're like, yeah, we just were kind of wanting to know what your interest in her was, because the way that you look at her is like, it's like you're madly in love with her. And I went, whoa, back up.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Slow this roll down. And I was just like lying on the bed going, that can't be true. That can't be true. And then I went, oh my God, that can't be true. Is that true? That can't be true. Right. I was like freaking out, like just like lying there going, oh, this is bad. Like this can't be. Right. Like I do not believe in love at first sight. But like love at second sight, and me going, it was so bad. I'm feeling embarrassed just thinking about this.
Yeah, you're kind of changing colors a little bit. That's wild, John.
I'm trying my absolute best not to. I don't know. I like not to freak out. I don't want to freak her out with how into her I am, but it's bad. It's like, it's bad, and I keep going like, I got to rationalize my way out of this, and there just is no way to do it.
There's no rationale.
I know. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Do I like separate myself? Because the situation is very complicated. And I don't want to put out why it's complicated, but it is. And it makes me feel weird being as into her as I am. but I just think she's like a really cool person. And what did she say? This was something that I really discovered about myself, because she posted in like our group chat one of the things that she had made, which was like she had cast an arrowhead in silver, and I remember exactly, just because she liked it and put it on like a necklace and has worn it around a couple of times, and somebody was asking her about it in like our group channel, and they were like, yeah, that's like a really cool design. How did you get that? And she was like, yeah, this is what I did, like X, Y, and Z, really nerdy metalworking thing that she said. And then she finished it off with this sentence that I still remember, because she's like, if you look closely enough, it actually came out super well, because you could see the conchoidal fracture inside of this like piece.
What does that even mean?
I just looked at that line and went like, oh my God. Like, I've never been more attracted to a person than them telling me about their conchoidal fracture in this thing that they made. And I took a lap. There have been times where I've gone, like one time I like got a message from her that was asking me if I wanted to go and like meet her for, I don't know, I think it was coffee or lunch or something like that. And I went and I was like working and like walking on the treadmill, like, where I usually do my work. And she sent me that message, and I saw the message and then went, oh my God, I can't respond to this message. And then I had to put my phone down, and I was like, okay, I can't work.
Oh my God,
you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to start running. And I didn't clock out of work or anything. I just took off, and I like got off the treadmill and went outside and just like sprinted down the road and sprinted back. And they got back on the treadmill and went, okay, we're a little bit calmer now. And then I sent her a message, and I'm like, I would love to meet you for lunch on Saturday. It would be it would be so much fun. We can go to this thing.
Down bad.
Bad. It's
so my bad. Goodness.
Oh, it's happened a couple of times. Only one where I felt the need to sprint into the distance.
John is truly a lover boy?
I never would have thought that this would happen to me.
I did. And I could see it. Do you remember the days when I called you a soy boy?
I do remember you taunting me multiple times in my life. Yeah.
Don't say it like that. You make me sound like a bad person.
That's what you did. Yeah.
No.
Oh, God.
I think you're confused. That's wild.
Yeah, it's okay, I just spent this last week hanging out with the boys this entire time and doing my absolute damnedest to not bring
not
her
just
up.
Gush about her.
Yeah, because like every single day, I would have like some sort of thought, like, I should text her, like, see how this, like, she plays in an orchestra, right? She still plays the cello, so she had a performance like this last weekend or something like that. And I went, after it happened, I went, oh, I should like text her and ask her how it went. I went, no, that's too weird. That is too weird. We don't know each other that way. I shouldn't text her anything. I should pretend that we don't know each other. And then next time we'll just randomly run into each other.
Overthinking.
I'll ask her about it then. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm a psychopath.
A little bit.
And I am not used to doing this. Like, God, would it have been weird? I don't know. Now it's like too late. But yeah, I don't know how to deal with this, and I'm doing my best. And down bad might be the most accurate description for it.
Well, hey, it happens to the best of us. Even the most awesome of us. It's fine. You got yourself a little crush.
You think I'd have figured out life by now, right? Solid 29. We're not even like remotely interested. I don't know. Look, I have a little amiibo of Mario. Quickly distract the audience. Hello, everybody.
No, let's just bask in this moment. John's got a crush.
You're a punk.
A little bit.
Like I said, I miss a lot of signs. And that's one of the reasons why I think we get along really well. Is not only because we're both super nerdy, but we also miss signs really bad. Because like that, our mutual friend that was asking me like what my thoughts on her were, apparently sent her a message as well and was like, hey, what are your thoughts on me? And came back like, I think, how do I say this? She thought I was super cool and wanted to get to know me better, right? Kind of vaguely along the lines of that, where we went, oh gosh. And then like later I saw a post in our group chat from that person that knows both of us. It was like, it really bugs me when two people I know in life are like, when my friends don't take the initiative to do what they need to do to like seek out their own happiness. And like not 5 minutes later, I got a message from Amethyst that was like, "Hey, you want to hang out on Saturday?" And I went, "Oh, this
that's a sign. That is a sign from the universe. Absolutely." Yeah.
And I sent our mutual friend. I screenshotted the thing, and I went, "Why do I have this feeling that you're the reason that I am going to have lunch with Amethyst on Saturday?" And they were like, "No, I had nothing to do with that." You're a punk. You're an absolute fiend.
I think it's fine. I think you're just overthinking it.
I probably am, but it was so sweet because the message that she sent back was like, what was it exactly? It was like you are not an it was like, you are not an island. You have a lot of allies that are working behind the scenes. And I went, I don't know what that means. That is so ominous, and I think
it's awesome. A little spooky.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I guess keep doing what you're doing, because things are working out for me on that front at least. But my gosh, trying to balance all of this is
you got a lot on your plate, bud.
I mean, I don't really know what's happening, but I'm along for the ride, and it is fun. It is so much fun.
Hey, life is about living.
Exactly.
Makes my life seem very boring and dull, though.
Everybody's at different points in their life.
I got nothing going on.
You got nothing going on.
Well, all I do is work.
Yeah.
And go home. I haven't worked on my comic in like a week, because I've been focusing on other things now, which is
really,
I started writing again. I started writing a sequel for one of my stories.
Yeah, okay.
So that's cool. The homies and I got back together to try to finish Monsters of the Week. So that's cool.
Nice, finally.
We did a recap on Monday of just everything that we remember and all the information, and then we're going to be meeting on Sunday, tomorrow, to try to finish. I think we're going to break it up into 2 sessions of 4 hours. So this Sunday and maybe next Sunday. But that's gonna be exciting. That's kind of all I got going on. Me and the roomies, we've been playing Subnautica 2.
So I've heard that's pretty fun.
Yeah, we reached the end of the game preview.
That's right. It's not out yet. Totally.
Yeah, and so we're all just like, well, what do we do now? Because we did it last night, and we're all just like, damn. Yeah. Well, that's kind of the end of the game. Guess we got to find something else to do. I went out 3 times this week, so that was cool.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, no, it was only 2 times. Yeah, locally. It was 2 times, but I hung out with friends 3 times this week. Because Sunday, or was it Monday? Hold on, let me look at my calendar. One day was the recap for Monsters of the Week.
Right.
That was on Monday. Tuesday, we went out to the movies. I got a group of friends. Because originally I was like, I need to get out of the house. I need to just do something. That's why I'm probably depressed right now. So I was like, let me go to the movies. What's out right now? The Mario Galaxy movie was still out. I think this was the last week it was out. So I was like, oh, okay, let me go see the Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
And I was just going to go by myself. And then I was like, I know Chris wanted to go. So I asked Chris. And Chris was like, I'll pass. I was like, okay, cool. I guess I'll go by myself. Then I told Anthony about it. And then I was like, okay, then the 2 of us can go. And I was like, here, let me invite the roomies. So I invited Chanel and Jacob. Then I invited Artemis, because I didn't want Artemis to feel left out. And then Anthony was like, can we invite Sydney, which is our other friend, who was a part of our D&D group. So then they're all going, and then some stuff happened with my other roommate, Esme. And so then Esme ended up coming with us as well. So we had basically a whole road to ourselves.
Wow, yeah.
Which was a lot of fun. And then the day after that, Chris had wanted to go to the area with the food trucks, the bar with the food trucks for a while.
Sure.
He'd been fiending for like 2-3 weeks. So I was like, we
Nice.
should go. So I told Chanel about it a while ago, and she was like, I want to go because on Wednesday, or this month, I think specifically, they were playing musicals on Wednesdays. And this last Wednesday, they played Mamma Mia and Rocky Horror Picture Show. And she wanted to go see. So she also told one of her other friends, and her boyfriend wanted to go too. So I ended up going with Chris because Chris mostly just wanted to go for the food. I was like, okay, cool. So we got there, we were hanging out. That was a fun time because that's when I kind of realized that my relationship has passed that point of like cupcake lovey-dovey kind of phase, and we're just in we're in that comfortable state. This is the second instance where I've learned that when he is hangry, he is mean. And I'll say it to his face because he was real snippy snappy with me. It was kind of funny because I kept messing with it. It's one of those things where you keep poking the bear until it bites you. And then you're like, oh my God, why would you do that? And then you continue to poke the bear again. And so I was messing with him that whole time until he got his food. To the point to where we were like bickering about something. And I don't remember what it was. And like there was a little bit of tension, a little bit of heat. And then afterwards I was like, so was that our first fight?
Oh yeah.
And I was just messing with him, but it was fun. Chanel and our other friends showed up, and then we were hanging out for a bit. And then Chris was like, "I want to go to the arcade." Or Chris was gonna leave soon because he had to work in the morning. I was like, "Do you want to go walk around or something, or go to the arcade?" Right. And I was like, "Yeah, we could do that." So we ended up going to do that and playing games. And that was a lot of fun. I suck at Guitar Hero. Fun fact: if you didn't know, I am bad at Guitar Hero.
Which difficulty? Fun. Did you just play on easy?
What's the one after? I did medium.
Okay, yeah. Medium is actually the fun one.
Yeah, it only has 4, not 5. I can do 4, just not good. I can do good for a while, and then I lose it, and then it's just downhill from there.
I agree. Yeah.
But what's it called? Yes, so that was fun, and that's kind of like the most of what I did going out. And then the rest of the days this week, I either just relaxed and just chilled out, or I played Subnautica with the roomies.
Okay. Hey, that sounds like a solid week.
Yeah, for this weekend, the extended weekend, I got nothing going on. I got nothing planned. Yeah, it is
Memorial Day, isn't it?
Yep. I'm gonna try and see if maybe one of my new friend, one of the people I made friends with recently, would want to maybe hang out. Because we haven't hung out in person. It's an online friend, but they live in town.
Sure.
And so I'm gonna see maybe if they want to hang out, because that'll be cool. Meet new people. So I'm putting myself out there just in small doses.
Yeah.
That D&D group thing that I joined on Discord, I haven't said a word. I forgot it was even there. And it's fine. It's fine.
You can't let the social anxiety get to you.
It's too late. It already has.
Oh dear.
But it's fine. It's gonna be okay because I've made several online friends in the past like 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I talk to them on every day, every other day kind of basis.
Sure.
So I'm socializing, just not in person. So that's how you feel?
Sorry, I dropped my thing.
But that's what Also, I just want to let everyone know I'm good at my job. Hold on, I should probably. Whoop. We're gonna blur out the name so I don't dox anybody. But somebody wrote this out and then printed it, left it with the front desk with a whole bunch of snacks as well. But it says, "Thank you, Isaiah. What? Snacks for you to share with the team."
Wow.
And I was like,
it's like a pizza party.
Pretty much. And nobody gets fired this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, I'm kind of good at my job. The funny thing with that specific resident is for almost every issue that we had there, because she had a lot of electrical issues, I was just kind of there to help or to let the electricians in.
Sure.
Anthony pretty much did everything for that.
You got the credit.
I guess I got the credit.
Don't ever tell anybody otherwise.
I've told everybody. It's fine.
Oh, well.
But I still took the food, so...
yeah, and you kept the note too. You got to frame it.
Yeah, no, because it was just sitting there, and I was like, I'm just gonna take this. Nobody needs that.
Yeah.
But yes, anything else exciting going on in my life? Not really. Meeting new people online. Gonna be playing Monster soon. Kind of in a lull of creativity. I want to release some music again, so we'll see if that happens.
Okay, yeah.
I've got once again. I've planned up a release. Every time I plan a release, and then I don't work on the music at all.
Oh yeah.
Because the problem is I have music that could be put out, but it's not to the the stage of where I need it to be. Not in the sense of perfectionism. Well, yes, in the sense of perfectionism, but also because I know it can be better. Because I wasn't trying my hardest when I was like recording my vocals specifically.
Sure.
So I want to re-record it first, and then because this next one, the next time I redo these specific songs, I'm just gonna hit release no matter what, even if it could be better. Because these 3 songs specifically, I want to release this summer. So hopefully I can release some music.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. Okay, I got some things that are cool going on, I guess.
Totally.
My friend, so I started playing Kingdom Hearts like a month ago. I haven't played since. It's only been
one?
The very first one. The original.
Oh, okay. You played from the beginning.
On Steam, they have like 2 or 3 different bundles of games that you can play, so you can play through the entire series.
Cool. Okay.
And so I'm starting on the very first Kingdom Hearts game. Like release wise, I guess, not timeline wise.
Sure.
It's a whole weird thing, but I've only played an hour of it, and I've yet to leave the main area so far.
Yeah,
and that is because my friends gave me the idea of what if you streamed your playthrough, and I was like, that'd be a cool idea.
Yeah,
and I do want to do that. Am I psyching myself out sometimes when I'm like, I'm not a streamer personality? Yes. However, I want to, because we talked about being PNG tubers already.
Yeah.
I'm currently working on trying to make a character to stream as.
Cool.
Which is it's my OC that I've been working on for the last like several months, who's the character that is canon in every game universe. That way I can just make them end the universe. And it's like, oh, they visited this universe type beat. The character's name is Ziz, and I'm like, okay, I like that name. You know, I really like the name. It's Zizz, and I'm like, if I make that my brand, you know, or my streaming brand, will I change my name, like change my username or like my tag? And I've been debating on it, but I don't know what to change it to. Is the problem? Oh wait, no, I had a couple ideas. One of them was amazing, as in like amazing.
Okay.
The other one was just Ziz, because I forgot what the. Oh no! It was a pun. Here it is. So the pun is it or isn't it? And then it's who's that? Is it or isn't it? It's just Ziz. Or it just is, as in saying like, it just is, but just Ziz. So I was gonna go with just is. That's kind of where I'm kind of going with that. But I'm working on, because I don't want to use AI for my character or anything, and like I've been using Recluse to kind of play with it, and I made one that I really enjoyed and that I really like, that really embodies the character that I've been working on. And so my goal is, I started drawing the character. Not the best, but I started drawing the character. And so the goal is to take this, once that's done with that, and to use like the outline of it, because I don't plan on drawing like the hair and stuff just yet, because that's gonna be a lot of work. But to use that, I got new chords for my drawing tablet, and basically redraw it on my drawing tablet onto my computer, and then I can just continue drawing it and make it look great and everything. So then once I get that all done, I can make it into a PNG tuber, and then I can start streaming Kingdom Hearts.
Nice. Well, don't stop streaming Kingdom Hearts, because that is a developed skill in itself.
Yeah.
Getting that like flow state personality.
That is true. I need to find it still.
Yeah, it takes time to like figure that out. I remember back when I was trying to stream, it was just so exhausting. Like turning on the personality, you know, when I'm really just trying to decompress and play games. Like, phew, I couldn't. I ended up burning out. I was like, I can't do it.
That is 100% true, because that's what I'm most worried about, is I'm not going to be able to turn it on, because the plan was to do like maybe 2 streams a week, but we'll probably start with 1, just to be on the safe stuff side, just to get into the flow of it.
Exactly.
because if I'm playing because I've also been watching a lot of streamers lately. Obviously, there's like Queso. I like to watch Alpharad sometimes.
Sure.
My current favorite streamer, her name is Jahara Jade. Shout out. She's a black streamer. She does various things, but she's known for her Pokemon streams right now because she is a former Pokemon fan, or she was a Pokemon fan growing up. And there's a lot about the franchise that she didn't know, like the recent stuff, like the recent games and stuff. So she's been going and streaming those playthroughs. And her and her husband are like huge nerds.
Nice.
But she has very visceral is like an ugly word to say, but very like visceral reactions to just everything in the games. She cries a lot. She cries if something is too cute or something is ugly.
Yeah.
But I've seen her play different Pokemon games. She's played Digimon. She's done some other stuff I can't think of right now. Maybe Final Fantasy, I can't remember, but I just love her. Her energy is great, and it's just a lot of fun to watch her. She loves the diva Pokemon that look like divas, like Lopunny, Serena.
Sure.
She just evolved her starter for Pokemon Violet. It's a Quaquaval. And she lost her shit. She's like, because she loves the previous evolution a lot, and she was like, please, be something good. And you're like, no, I knew you're gonna be good because you're gonna be queen and a king. And then it evolved into what it is, and she like literally she jumped out of her seat and left, and then she came back, and she was just too stunned to speak because he was just that much of a diva.
Okay.
I love her a lot. It's a lot of fun watching her, and I'm not saying I want to reach that level of anything, but I want to reach a point to where people will come to enjoy my streams instead of just like, oh, they're playing a game that I like. They're like, oh, I like his personality.
Right. Yeah.
So that's kind of the goal. I think that's going to be the goal for this year. One of the creativity goals for this year. I have a lot of those, which is to start streaming Kingdom Hearts. And since I'm only an hour in, I can restart the game and it won't be a problem.
Is your first stream already on the internet?
No. This is me just playing it on my own. So like, I want to start from the very beginning.
Right.
So hopefully I can do that, and it'll be fun. But yeah, and my amount of Kingdom Hearts knowledge, it's been explained to me on different occasions by both Anthony and I think Chris, and I still don't. I don't understand anything.
The lore of that universe, it's scuffed.
Yeah. So I'm basically going in blind.
Nice. Well, that'll be fun. You get to figure out what in the world's going on with all the
characters,
faceless, the shadowless,
the heartless.
That's the one. Yeah. Gosh,
that's all I know.
Yep.
But yeah, so that'll be fun to do. That's my big creativity goal.
Well, nice. That's very exciting.
Yeah.
I've always thought streaming was a really cool career. It's really only possible in like the modern era.
Absolutely. But that's what I've got going on.
Nice. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've actually gotten to play any games at all, really.
You've been busy.
I know, but I feel bad because I really wanted to play. There were 4 different releases this past 2 months that I was like so hyped for. Like the first being Endfield, which I played the heck out of for about a weekend.
And then you lost your account, right?
Yeah, I just kind of drifted off of it. I was like, yeah, this is fun, but like, I don't know. I don't really see myself playing it super long term. And now I just don't play it at all. Like I haven't uninstalled it, but I haven't opened it in a month. The other 3 games that released, which was like 2 kind of anime slasher beat 'em ups, and then a sequel to The Division, which is like one of my favorite franchises. All 3 of them released around the same time, and I went, yeah, I'll play them if I have time.
And we haven't
even opened it yet. I'm barely keeping up with the game that I've been playing for almost 3 years. I'm like, if I have to cut everything out, I'm just gonna keep Convallaria. Like that's the only one.
What that?
It's
have you talked to me about this one?
Yeah, the sort of Convallaria. It's like a little tactical RPG, kind of isometric, turn-based battler. It's very fun. I've shown you it before.
You have to show. Is it the one with the wolf guy? I know all of them have wolf guys.
Yeah. Actually, unironically, this one does not have a wolf guy. The other two did. Infield and oh man, that's the other one that I dropped. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, Chaos Zero. That was the other one that I dropped because I just didn't have the time. Like I didn't have the time to play that when I wasn't socializing. Because doing the weekly stuff took like 3 hours to do, which it turns out I didn't have 3 hours to spend on that game. I just kind of dropped it from there and was like, well, I had a good time and I had a lot of fun and I love this universe and I wish I could spend more time in it, but I'm spending time in a different universe now. And I'm barely keeping up. Like, I was very proud of the fact that I was top 3 in this one game that I've been playing because I've been playing it forever and doing everything for 3 years now. Like, it's hard to match that level of dedication. And then the last month that I've been scraping by, like occasionally missing daily stuff, and I've like watched myself like number 4 now overall, number 4 fighting for 5th place. And it feels like I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of a bummer, but you know, if I have to sacrifice my top 3 position in this mobile game that I've been playing to like make connections with humanity, I was like, it's a worthy trade. It's
I'd
worth
say
it.
so.
Yeah. But I do feel sad, like a little bit sad that my time that I want to spend gaming is no longer rewarding because I think my dopamine has been destroyed by socialization. Like, I don't know. I've always never been under the impression that like escapism in gaming, like I've never really believed in that. It was just sort of like like I loved the stories and I loved the like engagement that I could get from those like games. But now the ones that I really want to play, like Kingdom Come 2, I pre-purchased that thing so that I could play it like day one. And then I played it for like 5 hours. And when I don't have 130 hours to spend in this game, I don't know when I ever will, to be totally honest. But I do know that I'm going to support that studio when they release their Kingdom Come 3 and their crossover with like, I think the Lord of the Rings is they're making a new game that I just heard about. I'm like, I will pay you any amount of money, even if I never play your game. I just want to support what you're doing because I love this so much. And maybe someday I'll actually have the time to sit down and do it. Like maybe if I burn out of hanging out with people and partying, I can go back to medieval Europe and go figure out what is going on with Sigismund and Wenceslas and finish Henry's hero's journey to the top. But I don't know. I think for a very long time, I had kind of convinced, I don't remember if I told you this already, but I've said this to a couple of people where like during my hermitage time, I felt like I had successfully convinced myself that I didn't need people and that I was like okay being on my own and like being alone forever because I was like, I have no interest in this. I just don't see myself pursuing it. And if I'm inside my room doing my own thing, nobody's going to pursue me. Therefore, you know, it's a closed loop. We don't have to worry about it. People won't worry about it.
And now look at you.
I know. I went out
you
on
got
the town.
Too many people.
I went out on the town one time, and it has snowballed into this madness that is such a opposite of what my past life was. In I think a very good way. I think I am no longer like a solitary creature. It's not that I need people. I just have so much fun.
But you don't want to be alone no more.
I'm like, no. I mean, I'm okay being alone, as far as I'm aware. But like all the time, like, okay, so say for example, like I'm working, I work 8 hours a day, right, at my job. In the downtime between that stuff, right? Like, oh, okay, I need like to take a brain break, or I got to go to the bathroom for 10 minutes or whatever, right? I go into the bathroom, start doing my business in there. Used to what I do is I get on my phone and, I don't know, check my email or like play a little game on my phone. Now what I do is I check like our group chat and I go, all right, let me respond to a couple of messages in here that were maybe directed at me or, just interact with somebody on there because like I know that they're also kind of, I don't know, taking a lunch break or a poop break or whatever. And like maybe I could chat with one of my friends for a little while. And like that is so different than what I'm used to.
Yeah, so
like,
you.
It's very weird because like right now I could look at my phone and see, okay, like what do I need to do? if I had downtime, what would I do? And I have, yeah, no kidding, 2 full-length texts from people, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unresponded to messages in my group chat.
Dang.
That I'm like, all right, I need to respond to these at some point today before I leave for the party. But I didn't have time to do it earlier because I got a phone call from a friend that we are organizing something, like we're going to get together like next weekend. And so it's like, yeah, the time that I would have spent playing games on my phone like I usually do, or, just doom scrolling or whatever, I am so now completely removed from that. And it's been so liberating to not, like, yeah, I miss being able to go, oh, look, I did all my dailies in my little game that I, played for 5 or 10 minutes.
But now you're like, dang, I did my dailies of talking to my friends all day long.
Exactly. It's like a weird video game system that I'm seeing in real life, where it's like, maintaining relationships with people. I'm doing like timers, everything is video gamified in my head. Like, I've eaten food. How long until this food is digested and affecting like my recovery? Am I sore? When was the last time I worked out? What is are my muscles recovered enough that I can work out? Yes. Let's go to the gym and work out again and reset the timer, and then reset the timer again and again and again.
Sung Jinwoo.
Video game has trained me to be optimal.
And who says optimal? Gamers can't get none?
Exactly. Yeah.
I kind of get crazy. That though. There was a time in my life where it's gonna sound like the whole, oh, my lobster's too buttery, my steak is too juicy. Yeah. Because there was a time in my life where I was like you, very antisocial, and like just kept to myself. Well, right. I've gone through several phases, because if you remember my phase when I had all of my, like, that big friend group for the Japanese class, and like we were hanging out all the time, we were going out doing stuff, always on Discord calls every single day. Yeah. And then there was a point where I was like, this is getting to be a little bit much. I'm kind of overwhelmed by this. And I look back at that now and I'm like, dang, I wish I had a friend group like that. I wish I had this many friends. I wish I could go out and do all this stuff, which that is also another reason why I invited all my friends to the movies. Because after I was like, I'll just go by myself after Chris said no, I said, no, let me invite my friends. And it was after everybody said yes that I realized, that's right. I have the power to just hang out with my friends at any point.
Yeah.
And who's making me not do that?
It's all in your head.
Yeah. And so, hell, even with Chris, because Chris doesn't like to go out. Sure. Chris doesn't like to go out very much. He gets nervous in crowds, which, fair enough. Social anxiety be a bitch. But when we went out to the food trucks, it was packed. And as we were going there, I could see him, eyes like just observing everything, kind of darting around. And I was like, hey, bud, are you good? He goes, yeah, I'm fine. Why? I was like, I'm just checking on you, seeing how you're feeling. He goes, yeah, I'm hungry. Because he was starving. He hadn't eaten all day or eaten yet. But even with him, like, while we were both kind of uncomfortable in that big crowd, I did have a good time just being out. Yeah. Now, would I go somewhere to like the bars on Fry Street every day? Absolutely not. Especially because they closed down like 2 of them, and so everywhere you're like packed like a sardine trying to scoop past people. I'm not trying to deal with that. That's too much. What if we're just in like a packed place where there's just a bunch of people just hanging out, chatting? When they were playing Mamma Mia, the movie or the musical is do you know what Mamma Mia is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Well, I knew of it. I just knew that it was ABBA the musical. So anytime a song played, the whole crowd just started just singing the song, and I was like, "This is nice. This is cool."
Totally.
And so, like, my goal for myself is to get out of the house and go do something. Don't have to spend money to do nothing, but I just want to go out and do something, so I'm not just stuck at home the whole time.
Exactly.
And on the good side, it's great socially. It's getting me out of the house. Might be good for mental health, so I'm not just trapped in my dark room because I never open my my blackout curtains.
Totally.
On the bad side, or on the other side, it leaves less room and time for me to work on all of my personal projects. So I definitely understand.
Yeah.
So it's very much for me. I'm trying to find the balance. For you, you're trying to just do whatever, do it all.
I have put a lot of I put literally every project kind of on the back burner for the past month. I've coasted on most of my D&D stuff. I'm considering the game that I'm a player in is like finishing up this Tuesday, I think.
Oh, you've been doing that one for a while.
It's like 3 years, and they're talking about the next campaign, and I'm like, you know, I might not join this next campaign because I kind of would rather go out and hang out in real life. Like, yeah, I like these people, and I'm good friends with them, but the like 6 hours that we spend playing D&D is, 6 hours that I could be going out and hanging out in IRL with people, which I found to be so much more fulfilling. And like, I don't want to bail on these guys because I like them. They're very cool, and I think the world is super interesting that they're putting together.
Well, maybe that just doesn't fit your schedule right now.
I know.
I mean, you also haven't been working on your D&D stuff either, huh?
Yeah. Also, because I just haven't had any time to do stuff. Like, I literally had a session where I had notes that I had written maybe a year prior, where I'm like, yeah, this would be cool if there was a heist, and then that was it. And I was like, it's a ballroom, there's a heist, there's an artifact that the wizard wants, and went,
your mind is elsewhere.
And they beelined straight for that, of course. Not the stuff that I had actually prepared.
Of course.
They went to the one that I was like, this is the only thing I don't have prepared on this.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, DM.
Naturally, they went right there. And then the next week, like, I cut it in the middle of it and then apologized afterwards. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, there wasn't a full map for this. That was on me. I'll have it fixed next week. And they were all like, no, that was great. Like, we had a really fun time. And I went, yeah, but I didn't have a fun time. That was not up to my standards, damn it. I'll fix it. And then next week I had like a full-on ballroom map and a little underground area and a whole battle arena and a wizard tower. And oh yeah. That was the did I tell you that I melted a character with a slime?
I think you did, because I was like, John.
I just remembered that. I got a message from her husband.
Because that's the one that cried, right?
Yep. I killed her character, and then she was separated away from everybody. I mean, the map was huge, okay? Purposefully. Because they're fighting as a very cohesive unit now, right? So I went, all right, how can we kind of throw the meta up here a little bit? And I just put the biggest, like, arena map I could find, and then spawn them at different points in it, because it was a wizard tower, and I could do whatever I want in a wizard tower. And it ended up being really, really bad, because she was fighting black slimes, I think, or something like that. And as it turns out, when you shoot electricity at black slimes, they split. So what she did was she used a witch bolt, which changed it to electricity, because you could specify the damage type. But she just went, I'm going to cast this on this one, and I'm going to use electricity. And I went, cool. You do hit it, no damage, and it splits. And she happened to upcast it because she wanted it to arc to another enemy nearby. And so when this thing split, it arced from that one enemy to a different enemy, killed that one, and then arced back, because she rolled again doubles on the die, which is how you arc it. So then it arced back to the other one, to the one that spawned a second time. So there were now two slimes. It can't retarget the first one, so it had to target the second one, impacted that one, split again, and then arced again to the third one. No, yeah, that was the final arc. So there were 3 black slimes, and like they alone, not that dangerous. They don't really have that. They're super slow. They don't have a lot of range. But when there were 3 of them, they just went bip 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 and just wombo, because they don't deal less damage. They just have no health. So they're like health cuts in half. And so she ended up getting like shot out of the sky by these things, plopping onto the ground, and then they're slimes. So what they do is they damage your equipment and will dissolve your stuff. So when they like crawled up onto her to like finish her off, basically, and like, consume her, I was like, all right, let's give some like rolls and see how long this takes. Because the map was so big, nobody could get to her in time. And so I just like dissolved her character, and that was bad. I felt really bad when I was doing it, and I went, I just have to be objective, run the game as it's meant to be run. And she went nonverbal the rest of the session, and hasn't said
too.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember when I cut Jacob in half with the crab.
You did do that. I mean, you also shot me out of the sky in my very first session.
Yeah,
and killed me twice.
I like to think I'm a pretty forgiving DM, but I've also killed a lot of people in my time.
Yeah.
And every time I feel bad about it. I'm like, oh no, we were so attached to this character. We were like 5 sessions away from the end of the game. How do we bring this back? I have to talk to her this week at some point, and I haven't even thought about what I'm going to say because I just remembered just now. But my gosh, okay, we are over time. I got a nut spiral out of control thinking about this. Okay.
Yeah, we have hit people. If you're gonna do something crazy, just be careful.
Or don't be careful and sort out the results later.
Be careful in the sense that no. As long as you don't hurt yourself too much. That's all I gotta say. You're grown probably for listening to this. Do what you want to do. And love is love. And if you find out you have a raging crush on someone, don't run away from it.